Here we go. Okay.
Howdy, everybody. How are y'all doing today on this fine Sunday? It is hot down here in the south, very hot, and we got a few people coming in here right now. I think we got. Hold on, Miss Courtney took my screen down.
It doesn't show yet.
We ain't got nobody.
It's being a little slow.
But today we do have two very special guests. I'm sure y'all have seen them around in the chats and hopefully watching their channel. It's really awesome. We got Traveling Sellvation, Ben and Rebecca here with us today. And I know a lot of you guys and gals was in our previous live show had a lot of questions geared toward them. So here they are. Y'all mean we can ask away. Ask away. So Ben and Rebecca, take a few minutes and introduce yourself to everybody in case they don't know you. And I'm sure we'll go over it about 3 more times. But
kind of like our intro. I'm Ben.
And I'm Rebecca.
We owned a real estate company, and we did doing pretty good at it, but we didn't like, the life we were living. It's just really, man, it was a hassle. Doing good money-wise, but it was all work all the time, 24 hours a day. You couldn't even take a vacation, the kind of stuff we were doing. We renovated. What we did was these old downtown places. We would buy these old buildings that are in a historic downtown area, or we would get somebody that was buying them, and we walked them through the process of getting historic tax credit for it. They turn it into a bar or restaurant. Then we'd sell our management company to them. Excuse me, and we'd manage the building for it after the fact. So, after getting probably about 8 of these properties built up, it ended up being just a nonstop job. Didn't like where we were living, didn't like how we were living. So we sold everything, the business, everything we had, bought an old motorhome, 21-year-old motorhome, but it only had 26,000 miles on it, actually.
Wow.
And completely renovated inside out, repainted, gave it a full body paint job and all that. And then we would actually we didn't start out planning on renovating a motorhome and reselling out of it.
No.
I don't think most people would jump into something like that normally anyway if they didn't have somewhere to, some type of stick to bricks or warehouse. But we started off just going to buy a piece of land. We go have this camper. We go buy a $3,000 or $4,000 camper
and build a house on the land.
Until we figured out what a $3,000 or $4,000 camper looked like. So we bought this thing, renovated it, and we was like, man, this thing's awesome. Before we buy the land and build a house, we'll start traveling around a little bit. We started doing that, and actually we ended up putting so much money into it that this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to travel for a while.
And it's fun.
Then we started watching people on YouTube like you and like Harry Tornado and different people like that, because we've done sold the business. We had we did have about a year's pay on hand, to start out doing this with capital and everything. And we started reselling but I wouldn't say real slow. Our first month we profited $1,000. So, I know that's not big, especially for somebody like Rally Roots or, somebody's got a warehouse full of stuff and, has 2,000, 3,000 or 100,000 listings or whatever kind of crazy stuff people do on eBay. But for us, $1,000 profit the first month, it was kind of like, if we do this 4 times, that's $4,000 a month. If we do it 5 times, that's $5,000 a month. And pretty much started doing it. Next month, went a little bit higher until we kind of maxed out on storage space.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the good thing about the reselling game is you can have it as small as you want it or as big as you want it. There's no limit either way. And another good thing is that you don't have to be as big as Rally Roots. If you don't need that kind of income and you can make do on $2,000 a month, then do $2,000. Great. If you're making enough to do what you love and pay your bills, you know what I mean? There ain't no number to that.
And that's kind of, we're not one of those resellers that are thriving right now. Actually, we do have some plans. We'd like to get some warehouses kind of along routes where we can drop stuff off at, and then maybe at some point hire people to ship out for us when we get the delivery. So we do have some type of plan to grow, but we're not looking to be a 7-figure reselling company. We do this to live the lifestyle we live. So we're fine with, the amount of money we got coming in. We're not trying to we've never made more than probably $6,000 profit a month, but that ain't chump change, But we've never made more than that in 1 month because of storage space, but I think there's something we can do to change that and still be able to travel freely. Because right now we don't have land, we don't have a house, we don't have anything. We put everything in this motorhome and we live out of it completely.
I'm jealous. I mean, y'all living a life right now, son. Living a life. So y'all travel all across the United States, or do y'all kind of stay in the Southeast, or just go wherever?
We were just about ready to launch off before all this mess started up. You know what I mean? The first year we traveled all around the Southeast, so we do all of our surrounding states right here. And we were just getting ready to head out west, and all this mess started up, and you know, it pretty much hindered our plans because there's places you can and can't go, you know. Like I don't want to get too political, Glenn, but there's things am and not going to do for political reasons. And there's areas right now that are not allowing you to do things.
Yeah, I hear you. Hear that loud and clear. I mean, you know, I wouldn't dare be traveling out west right now.
No, especially not too far.
Real quick, I want to say hello. We got a pretty good many folks came in here, so hopefully y'all all know who Traveling Sellvation is, and you go give their channel some love because they're awesome folk. And where was it? I seen a comment. Big Jim says they talk just like us, so down home country folk, and originally from Macon, right?
Yes. Macon, Georgia. That's crazy enough. That's where we find. I mean, dude, we searched all over Georgia to find somewhere to get our windshield fixed. It was Macon, Georgia.
Out of all the places.
Billy's Mobile Glass, yeah.
Ain't that something? Wow. We got Cajun Reseller in here. We gonna say hey to him even though he's an LSU fan. And Richard, OT Nip Draw Flips.
Scotty Smoke Cutting Grass.
Yeah, good to have you here. Smoking Flips. That's my brother Brandon. He's in here. Now this guy right here, Roll It Forward, South Carolina, that's Henry. He is the one who first put me onto y'all's channel. He sent me an Instagram message one day and was like, hey, check these people out. I like them. And so I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'll check them out. So I clicked on you. And like the first video, I was like, yep, this is something I dig right here because it's not just the normal reselling over and over and over and over. Same thing, you know, I mean, there's only so much, if you've been in the reselling game, there's only so much reselling the same thing, hearing it over and over you can tolerate. You know? And it was a breath of fresh air to see y'all taking us on a journey with y'all in that RV, you know. So that was what got me hooked with y'all. And
we chatted with them some back and forth, and they had told us, they actually kind of did the same, told us about you, but we'd seen you guys before, you know, in different chats and stuff like that, and watched you guys before. And we have to watch people for a while before we subscribe to them, but we had already subscribed to you at that time and was kind of jumping back and forth. But once you start a YouTube channel, it's hard to keep up with everybody.
Really?
You know what I mean? Even when you really like the channels, you know, you're really, especially if what you're doing is the content in your channel. So, and we make money off eBay first and foremost, so we got to put a lot of energy into that. I mean, if we don't do that, the gas ain't pumping through the motor. And that means the wheels ain't turning and we ain't going nowhere.
I mean, that's just how it is. You got to, that's where we've actually been struggling, you know, coming up here as of late, is finding the balance between how much time do we put into this, all these little projects, you know. And it's all about finding that balance.
Still haven't found it.
Yeah. And we're starting other stuff on top of that. So I mean, it'll bog you down. And the thing about it is you get all these great YouTubers, you know, like there's so many out there, and they come and support you and show their love to you. And I mean, there's only so much hours in the day, you know. So if you're trying to go out to, you know, 30 channels every day watching videos, I mean, your time is gone. And it's nothing bad about you know, those channels. It's just there's 24 hours in a day, and we got to make that money. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah, and like we got like I don't know how many, not a lot of subscribers right now, like just over 300. A lot of them thanks to you. I appreciate that. We got a big jump whenever you mentioned this on Instagram, but we don't make no money on YouTube. I guess what we're saying. So it's all from reselling. All our money comes from reselling. So we have to stay on top of it. And again, that's what this whole thing.
Y'all's personalities, I can see your YouTube channel, I mean, just exploding because you got the personalities, you got the reselling side of it, then you got the RVing side of it, and then you got the adventure side of it. I mean, it's everything you can imagine balled into a ball.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
We thought
thanks.
maybe at first it'd be kind of ADD video, and no, you'd be like, man, what is this guy doing? These videos just all over the place. And we're not, and I guess the purpose of it is we want to show people the benefits of reselling, that you can, like you just said, you can scale it any way you want to. You can do this, you can make just a few $100s extra a month. You can do it just for a vacation fund, or you can completely replace your income. It's depending on how much you want to put into it. Honestly, we could make more. It ain't completely because of storage space that we don't do it. It's because a lot of times we go fishing.
Yeah.
Or we slack up a little bit and we, do more fun things, and we sacrifice, a few $100 thrifting day to do that. But, I think the trade-off is, how much would you pay to be happy? And it's not a worry-free thing. Living in an RV, let me tell you, your house sits there and you got problems with it. Imagine if it was on wheels rolling down the road. It's not a worry-free life, and it ain't exactly grass and greener on the other side. But it's, we're a little bit just different, and we're our own boss, and we wake up in a different place every day, every other day, and it's an adventure.
That's awesome. Sure. That is awesome stuff. Dapper Tiger, he came in here. I seen him pop in. Sam, he's another good YouTuber. Thomas Garland says he lives in San Diego and works out of his van, and he has managed to have an eBay store. So, I mean, people all over the country doing something similar. Sure are.
Well, I think everybody asks us about storage. Where do you put all your stuff at? And it's we got a 40-foot motorhome, and we got pass-through storage all the way underneath it, all the way back, and then just up under our bed, we probably got 150 listings. So we got, we've got we ain't maxed out on storage yet. We got 3 accounts, and we probably got just around 600 listings of really good, high quality, pretty high price listings. I think we probably, at one point, we were doing really, really good on listings, right? We were getting just at 1,000, and then this whole thing hit again, and we weren't able to source at all. I mean, we started going to these little roadside, it's antique stores with a little red wagon and a bunch of plastic faded stuff out in the front of it, and go in there, and then there's underwear and old car jacks and everything else. We started going there and buying stuff through this whole thing, but we weren't able to source for about 3 months.
Yeah, it was a good
I guess like everybody else wasn't. So our listing shot down about 300. So we're building back up. We're right about almost to 600, I'd say, right now.
Nice. Yeah, we've been pinned up with sourcing too, and it's a bad thing when that happens, when you pin up and you can't go out and buy stuff, because when you're finally able to go out and buy stuff, I mean, that can get you in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you're liable just to buy a whole yard sale out. And
we did that.
I got, and they're listed right now. I bought like a bunch of Florida Keys hats with marlins on them, and I've got them listed for, I don't know, $4.99 a piece. I ain't sold a single one of them things. I bought them throughout that thing, paid $3 a piece for them. Knew I shouldn't have bought them, but I was just so desperate.
Chomping at the bit.
Inventory. And man, they still sitting there. I'm probably gonna wear one to the Florida Keys every year and still never sell one till I run out.
Yeah, I got a lot like that too, but it's hard when you pin up. You're just chomping at the bit to go out and make a deal. And he got a question here. How do you handle shipping when you're traveling around? Do you have a home PO box that you work out of?
We got a PO box, right above, between Macon and Atlanta, and we've been to all of our surrounding states. The 5 states we've been to, and no one has ever said anything about. So we were in Alabama at the 127 yard sale. We were shipping stuff there, and in Tennessee and in Georgia, and nobody's ever said anything to us.
They didn't charge anymore or nothing like that.
We'll go in with cash in our pocket waiting for them to say, hey, this will cost a little extra or whatever. And, we're not trying to take advantage of the post office or anything, but we're also not going to start a problem to where our packages aren't getting to people.
Right.
And if they say something, we'll address it at that point. But right now, we've been to 5 different states shipping from that one PO address, and they hadn't said anything. I always send her in to do it, though.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, I think now if there was any issue with the shipping weight, they can just go in and take out whatever difference, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living in Florida, when we were in the process of moving, we would forget to update our address sometimes from the Florida, and we'd come up here and, you know, we'd drop our stuff off, and we never had any issues doing it that way.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean,
We were super surprised. We were completely prepared the first time for them to be like, wait a minute, you know, this thing says so-and-so Georgia, and you're in Savannah, Georgia. You know,
okay, and run.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like the home land security be down there or something in any second. That's why I sent her in.
Go. There you
Yeah,
go. We
me
got
too.
Myra came in here, Byron Space, Deb's Mercantile. She changed her name, Miss Debbie. Sure did. I seen it the other day. Thrifty Bees and Key Lime Kisses came in, and so did Mr. Johnny. So thank y'all all for hanging out with us. Now back to I got a question real quick. When y'all get returns, do they go back to that P.O. box?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you just
And then they sat there. It's a small town. I don't want to say where it's at. Man, you know how crazy people on YouTube are.
People are weird.
And we've had pretty good up until we got to about 300 subscribers, and we started getting some weird comments, man, from some weird people and some weird stuff. So we were actually saying where we were at the time we were there a lot of times. And now we kind of hold that out about a week. So, you know, somebody don't roll up to the campground trying to sell us their
yeah, I was kind of
old eBay store or something.
kind of in the same boat, man. And I'm out here showing our address, telling everybody we're right next to a post office, you know. But
Big to start with.
But I mean, we got security cameras in here now, so we're good as far as that goes. And I mean, I'm always carrying in case that one crazy, you know what I mean?
Same here, yeah. We're the same way. So we were already prepared, but I mean,
Yeah,
somebody that flies out the sky like a kamikaze.
Yeah, 99 folks on the YouTube are all great people, just like me and you. But there's always that 1/100th of a chance that guy's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we've had nothing but good experiences on here. We wasn't really prepared for that. We went into thinking we were just gonna make videos, man. We didn't think we was gonna make a bunch of friends and get on lives and stuff like that and be talking back and forth with people. We never looked at YouTube like social media.
Yeah.
And we don't do Facebook. That I don't even have the app on my phone because I just can't stand it. So,
this is the only social media platform we got, other than we made an Instagram finally.
Strictly for
the but as far as like our personal, we have nothing. Like, I mean, we don't have time for it anyway. This is enough. We've met all kinds of great friends on this YouTube.
It's been a trip, man. Actually, everybody, like you said, is really good. It's kind of like the camping community, the RV community, man. You can, I can't think of any place we've ever gone. I didn't feel comfortable leaving my place just all wide open if I wanted to, with all my stuff sitting out, you know, my expensive fishing rods, or anything, and I can leave, come back, and I ain't worried about nobody taking them. The RV community is a really great folks.
Yeah.
And the reselling community is like that, man. It's hard-working people. They're entrepreneurs. They're people who are probably got a lot of good common sense and couldn't work for idiots and wanted to work for themselves. And, you know, they're just generally good people. I hadn't met anybody that's a really bad person that's an actual reseller.
I don't know why that popped up blocked. We was trying to see Key Lime Kisses put a thing in there showing up blocked. I don't know if somebody else unblocked it or not. I don't know what's wrong. It's going crazy over here. Hold on. She said, anyhow, she said something about the pandemic, but I don't know why they would block that.
Because you can't say nothing on here.
You can't type redneck in here. I know that.
That's crazy, man. It's getting bad. Hopefully it'll get better.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I see one from Sean. He says, how do y'all handle returns? We went over that kind of just now, but do y'all, like if you're out on traveling and you get a return and you only have so much time to inspect the item for you, do y'all just issue a refund blindly?
Man, what we started doing here recently, because we were getting some really stupid returns. Man, I sent out a brand new pair of Nike Air Max, and they sent them back saying they were too tight. I mean, who in the world don't know what size Nikes they wear? You know. But after that, I started putting. I started putting 20% restocking fees in my description. I think I said that on the show one time, and that slowed down the returns a lot for the most part. But if actually this happened recently. I sent somebody a PlayStation 4 wireless controller, and one of their knobs had the little rubber off of it. Sent it to him, and he sent it back. Sent me a thing saying he wanted to return it because it didn't work. I said, that's fine, man. I appreciate that. I really apologize. I want you to know we did test this thing before we sent it out. It did work. I want you to test it one more time for me, because I don't know if you read my description. We charge 20% restocking fees for all returns. So we're going to, if it comes back and it works, I might charge. I said it really politely for you. And I never got that return back. However, to answer your question, if somebody is just adamant on returning something, I didn't test it, I don't know it works, I'm just going to issue them a refund, so I don't have to be charged, unless it's $100 item and it's $10 shipping.
Right.
But if it's a $30 item and it's $10 shipping, I'm just going to let them keep it, and because it's like get principalities and pride out of it. It's business, it's money. Just move on.
All right. Yeah, that's about kind of how we are too. Usually, if the guy is like nice in the message, if they open a return and they're nice, I'll probably 9 times out of 10 just refund like that. Say throw it away, whatever. If I detect a hint of animosity, I'm gonna make that guy jump through every hoop I can make him jump through.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's the same way. You can ask her. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, you want to talk to somebody some type of way, because we can make this like last as long as you want to make it. You know what I mean? But I think that guy wanted to return that remote because he didn't notice it had that little rubber piece off of the thing. And you can kind of tell when people really have a real return issue and when they don't. Especially if I didn't test it and I just sent it out. That's my fault. I should have tested it. I don't know if it works or not. I got to give them the benefit of the doubt right off the bat.
Right. Yep. You can get it. Yep. And I'm the exact same way. Miss Danny Mae, she came in here and said, I hear someone say RV. You did. These folk live in an RV full time, just like yourself, and resell. So Traveling Sellvation is their name. So somebody, if we got any way to drop their channel link?
I could find it.
Hold on.
Do y'all have your channel link happy before I start?
Key Lime Kisses says, sorry I brought up the P word. And I mean, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, whatever you put in that chat. The P word ain't pandemic. That ain't no bad word.
Give me just.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna walk around on eggshells for YouTube. If they do whatever, they'll do whatever. You can only lasso me so much, boy. A dog can bite his tongue so long before he yells.
When you said lasso, I just thought about him lassoing that dog.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Bad idea.
Especially not without telling nobody. Just waking up early in the morning and walking out in the woods to lasso wild dogs.
No, it was right off the front porch. I heard it and I was like, what is that commotion? Walk out there and
buddy, I was going to town with dogs.
Goes.
All right, now we just she dropped her link in there, and she said just didn't want any issues for you guys.
We're not worried about the issues.
I ain't worried about no issue with YouTube. I'll tell them what they can do. I need some. They'll probably tell me what to do and tell me bye. Let's see here. If any of y'all got any questions y'all want to drop in the chat for them, y'all drop them on in there and we'll get to them. Let's see. I need to do some.
We thought about doing a video for all the questions because we actually got more questions than we thought. We've had people pretty much ask for a question for every category of what we do, even though it's kind of scattered out through all our videos, man. And it's messed up. Some of these resellers are trying to sell programs, and it's like, if you just watch all their videos, man, it's whatever kind of crap. Look on the app, buy it as cheap as you can and sell it for as expensive as you can, and make sure that it's a high-rated selling item. Man, you ain't got to buy no dang program for that. Look everything up when you first start out. Everything up. Buy it for as cheap as you can. Sell it for as much as you can, and make sure it's a high-rated selling item. That's it. That's what's cool about eBay. It's
solve that riddle.
That riddle, yeah. No kidding. It's just not that hard, and it sure don't take a $500 eBay program. I was just about to say some of these resellers' names are selling programs out here, but it don't take that much.
I see Debbie. She put in a question there. She says, "Does eBay have issues with restock fees?" I don't know about now. I know they used to let you do a restocking fee, and then I know there was a commotion about it, but I don't know if you can now. But I'm assuming you can because you guys are doing it.
Debbie, to answer your question, that's a good thing about bluffing. I don't know, and I don't know if eBay will actually uphold it, but I'm going to tell everybody we do it and bluff all the way to the end of my hand until I'm a return a frivolous return.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You ever travel to Ohio?
Have not. That's a long ways up there, and us Southern boys, we don't like that snow. We don't like shoveling that snow. We don't like we like about 3 days of snow, and then we don't even like it when it starts getting slushy.
Yeah, it's messy then.
Yeah, I don't like. We lived out in Colorado for a while, and I got tired of the snow real quick.
I couldn't imagine it.
There you go. Oh, I guess I could.
There's beautiful land up there. I would like to do this one, and we plan on doing this at some point, just going all the way across the South. Man, maybe one day getting through communist California and coming back up around the top of the United States, across Ohio and all that, through the Midwest. But all this has got to, everything's got to settle down a little bit before we start going out too far.
Yeah. There's some pretty good. There's a lot of California I wouldn't want to go to, but there's some pretty good areas out there in California.
It's gorgeous, man. Northern California, all that stuff. I'd love to go there, man. But for what me and you do, as soon as we crossed the line, we couldn't do what we do, and that ain't an option for me.
Yeah,
especially in California.
Y'all ever travel to South Carolina?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of stories about South Carolina, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. We went a while back to Defosky Island, and you got to take a ferry to Defosky Island. You can't just drive over there. So we went to Defosky Island, and the ferry, it's like a movie. The ferry leaves at 5 o'clock, and if you ain't on the ferry, you stuck on the island. So we got way off at another beach. Missed the ferry. This place is a trip too, because it's got a lot of brand new abandoned houses, like really nice houses, because hurricanes have come in and deteriorated the ocean all the way to up under the houses. So we're rambling through these houses. People have left all their stuff. This is literally like a movie. They've left all their stuff in these old abandoned houses right on the ocean, right on the beach. We're climbing up poles to get in them, rambling around, looking at the views, and then we realize we're about to miss the ferry. So we get back, it's raining, we missed the ferry.
Yeah, we were on a golf cart, and we got stuck in a mud puddle.
Stuck in a golf cart. We're with some friends that got us out there, man. Just see if I can get it. So we get back, and the ferry's gone, and we're asking, where can we rent to stay tonight? Because it's raining now, pouring down raining. There's like nowhere. There's nothing. Pouring down rain. We're under a tiki bar at their little marina on this island, and there's no way to get back, basically. Long story short, a guy comes in on a pontoon boat that you would find in Eufaula or something. A freshwater pontoon boat. They ask if the bartender asks, can we ride with them? They're like, yeah, okay. We catch a ride with these guys. And again, this is a freshwater pontoon boat in the ocean. It's leaking in one pontoon, leaning to the side, and we're going through this rebar and big steel sticking out the ocean. It's night. They're
using flashlights,
through here. And I'm like, man, I look back and look at her, and I see this guy with a book bag full of money with money flying out. And I'm like, man, this is nefarious. There's nothing good about being in the middle of the ocean at the middle of the night with a bunch of people you don't know and a pontoon that's sinking with a book bag full of cash. So now we finally land. They're just like, we're going to let you off here at the yacht club. The yacht club.
In North Carolina.
Yeah, we hit the bank and we're in North Carolina, man. We're in North Carolina. We launched in Georgia. So here we are in North Carolina. We have to take an Uber. I'm going to leave that whole story out because that was really bad too. All the way back through South Carolina.
Back to Georgia.
Back to Georgia. And that was our trip all the way through South Carolina and North Carolina.
Man.
It was like Gilligan's Island, Miami Vice style.
How recent was that?
That was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we first started this whole thing.
Man. What's your reselling hope to find bucket list?
Hope to find bucket list. That is a tough one. It would, probably be something I'd like, maybe a Babe Ruth autograph or Babe Ruth baseball or something. Man, that's just outside of my head because that'd be big money and it'd be something I really love.
Anything expensive, really. Well, he found a Gucci shirt at the Salvation Army for $2. And how much did you sell it for?
I sold it for $150. It retailed for like $1,200 or $1,500.
Yeah.
I seen them Red Wing boots you walked past, and then
He found.
I didn't even see them.
Man, they don't fit me. Look, man, I can find something for everybody except for me. I just got her a brand new pair of like $160 hiking boots. Nothing fits me. Nothing works for me. I've been doing this a little while now. I can't find one pair of boots or shoes or anything that works or fits for me.
We still have those boots, the Red Wings.
Yeah, we still got the Red Wings.
Yeah, we still have those.
I put $149 on them.
Yeah, I seen that. That was a good find. My problem is if I find something like that, even if it's my size, I got to move that junk. Like, I'll go to Walmart and buy my shoes. You know what I mean? Like,
you wouldn't believe it. This is a rare Patagonia hat. You can't find this hat hardly anywhere. I put it on eBay when I first found it. I put it on eBay for $49, and I started getting offers $35, $30, and the whole time I have this feeling about this hat. And I finally took it off. People had offered me all kinds of money for it. I finally took it off and kept it, and I would still be kicking myself because I really like this hat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hat guy.
Is that a bear?
Yeah, it's a bear waving. When the Patagonia hat, I actually found it in the bins. I say it was sitting right on top, waving at me like that, telling me to come get it.
Nice. Yeah, around down here we hardly ever find Patagonia.
Yeah, we found a hat in this past yard.
Y'all been through our area, I'm sure. I seen y'all was at DeSoto not too long ago, and that's just right up the road.
We went right through there.
Like Fort Payne.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many.
Like if you go to here, you gonna find Walmart brand. That's it. Like
we see a lot of that stuff too. I found this in Macon, Georgia. They had a Benz in Macon, Georgia for a while. Just enormous, man. The size of a dang mall, and it was lasted like 3 months, and it just closed down mysteriously right before all this hit.
Yeah.
I mean, one day it was there. We went there the next day to pick. And it was gone with signs, all this.
Said permanently closed.
And then like 2 days later, all this started. We was like,
Have you guys ever done any boondocking at Walmart?
No, man. They might do that over there in the west and the north, but the Walmart's around here, son. You better put a dang, what's them boats that used to roll through Vietnam River? Put one of them on top of your RV. You go.
If you do keep your camera rolling all night, I hear you can get some. Not new southeastern Walmarts. No, sir, Bob. Buddy, I hate going to Walmart even whenever nothing's going on.
Yeah.
Man, I can't stand it. I get just uptight and irritable. And the only time I go there is if they're really the only ones that got what you need. I pay $10 more for something not to go to Walmart.
Yep. I hate Walmart.
Did you guys come back to South Carolina?
After
yeah. No, South Carolina is awesome. We got ripped off one time. Was that is Ashton in South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina. Asheville is in North Carolina.
Man, somebody rented us a cabin one time in Asheville, and we rode through 3 miles of junkyards before we got to this cabin. And when we got there, it was a park model trailer.
And it didn't even
with
match
logs,
the pictures.
with logs nailed over the outside of it.
Y'all watch horror movies?
Yeah.
I mean, y'all was about to live out one, wasn't you?
It felt like it. That's what we said when we was coming through there, man. Creeping through, it was definitely horror movie-ish. Yeah, we should have filmed one when we was out there. We've been thinking about that, doing a YouTube horror movie.
I did see at the original gas station, what used to be in the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that little gas station out in Texas. Now they've redone it and turned it to a restaurant, and they rent cabins out so you can stay at the gas station. I don't think I could do it.
I'd try that, man. I've watched.
I'd be scared.
I think I'd do that. I saw that actually on, I think, Adam DeWoo or that carpetbagger guy, or whatever his name was. I think I might try that. I'm old. I was scarred as a child. I watched that thing when I was like 4 years old, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? And my parents was watching it. And it starts off by saying, this is a true movie, and then you hear your parents say, "Oh my God, this is a true, this is based on a true story." So here I am at like 4 or 5 thinking, there's a guy out there chasing around people chopping their heads off with chainsaws in Texas.
Hold on, I can't miss this comment.
I ain't been to Texas.
I seen it. I need to go back to it, and I feel it needs to be pulled up on the screen.
Man, let me tell you something. I think that's why we're gonna do good right now, because you don't see the other side with people painting their RVs and boats and stuff like that. You don't see it all in the yards everywhere.
No.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right, man. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that if I didn't think. If I couldn't do that and sleep at a Walmart, that's for dang sure.
What got y'all into traveling and reselling?
I'm gonna cut the air down real quick.
What y'all got in the traveling and reselling? What do you mean, like the
we got everything.
Money or?
I guess what started, how did y'all begin?
What got us into it? Basically, like I said,
YouTube.
YouTube.
We watched YouTube.
Literally YouTube. We started watching like Adam DeWoo before we ever sold our business. And then about the time we started watching him, he had bought an RV. We was like, man, that's sweet. I used to sell RVs when I was in college. I always loved them, and actually always loved this particular model that we have. I really, really liked it. I always wanted to renovate one. So when we decided to buy land, and we decided to buy a $3,000 camper, which I'm going to tell you, go on and pack on about $9,000 more before you buy a $3,000 camper, or at least another 3. At least another 3 on the deck, because 3 ain't gonna do too good for you.
No.
Oh no, depending on how much you want you want to put into it. I could do a lot for one. Nonetheless, we started watching that. We was like, I asked her actually before we sold that business. I was like, man, what if we just did that? What if we just bought an RV and traveled across the country? So we bought the land, bought the RV, scrap building the house idea. So now we're just traveling, but we need a way to make money. We do have a year's pay in the bank because we sold our business, but we have an RV, no land, nothing else.
Yeah, nothing.
So we're watching reselling things on YouTube. We're watching Harry Tornado was really small channel at that time. I mean, he had like maybe 6,000. Actually, I think he was more around your size. I think he had like 2,500 subscribers or something like that when we started watching. And then he blew up, and we were watching RV channels that had YouTube channels. And again, like I said, we tried reselling. We had the capital to do it, so we went to a bunch of Goodwills, bought a bunch of stuff. The first month, we profited, not sales. We profited $1,000, and I was like, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what I'm gonna do because this is easy. And at that point, I'm gonna tell you something. We made $1,000 a month with 100 listings. 100 listings, because what we did, and we knew that we had limited space. we started off selling stuff really cheap to get our business going. Yeah, we'd buy stuff
and we
like
sold stuff that we had personally.
Yeah. We'd sell Victoria's Secret bras that sell for $20. We'd auction them off for $5, and that kind of got us going. We'd have $300 bras. We'd have a $200 item sold. We'd have a bunch of $30 items sold, and that was like the first month. So with 100 listings, it may have been less. It may have been like 90 listings. No kidding. We profited $1,000. I was like, man, what if we had 1,000 listings?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet. We've never gotten to 1,000 listings yet. But I was like, man, if we had 1,000 listings, good listings of stuff that is small, high things over $30 and $40, and things that are, not in big boxes, which we do buy stuff in big boxes. Don't get me wrong, and we buy golf bags and ship them. But if we could do that, we could literally make the money we were making with our business, or minus all the crap that we sold that we were paying payments on, we could even it out to where we're making about the same money, bringing home the same money. Hadn't done that yet, but we've been having a good time trying, and we've made good money.
Yeah, that was mine and Courtney's goal too. We wanted to, focus on $20 and up items only, and eliminate all the little things. I mean, the little things add up. And we were doing good with that, and then I went out yesterday and I bought a whole yard sale of a lot of them $10, $15 items.
A lot.
So, undoubtedly, we're back in the normal business. I mean,
yeah. I don't have a problem with $15 items if they sell quick, they're easy to ship, and I paid 20 cents for them. I'll knock them out all day long, but I don't want to spend $6 on a $15 item that's this big in a box that I have to store. So we have some discrepancy in that rule. You know what I mean? If it's something we know is going, when we've sold it really quick before, it's going to sell quick and we can make it's almost pure profit, we're going to buy that $15 item. We're not against that. But we really try to make every sale above $30. And most of that needs to be profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just have to use self-discipline when we're sourcing, which is really hard,
it's
man.
Really
you see something
hard.
new in a package for 10 cents, it's hard not to buy that thing. But when you live in an RV and it don't sell and it might have to sit there a year or two, you just got to pass it
Yeah,
up.
it takes up so much space.
That's
I saw a vintage cookie jar the other day from 1960s. I forget exactly what kind it was, but I looked it up. $50, but it was huge. It was bigger than my computer.
Like, real big.
Yeah, man. It was probably 9 inches by 9 inches by 13 inches. Breakable cookie jar. Sells for $50, $60. I sat there and looked at that thing, kneeled down, opened it up, searched it, looked it on. I just sat there and I had to make myself pass it up because it was big, it was heavy, it was breakable, and the sales rate wasn't it was good, but it wasn't the best on it. So I had to let it go, and it still just eats me up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about, having a tight spot. Whereas, we got the space, but I just don't want it cluttered with, stuff that's going to be set in a year and a half. You know what I mean?
We just bought that stuff.
It's crazy, though, how you think you've had something for a year, and then you look at it, and it ain't sold, and then it sells. You're like, that's actually only been 3 months.
Yeah.
You think it's just, I guess it's in your mind annoying you. You're like, man, I've had this thing forever. It ain't even been for 3 months.
Yeah, I can sit here and pull a bunch of stuff I've had for a year and a half easy. Lord.
Oh man, we got some stuff that's just bad buys, but we keep it because teach us a lesson. I'm looking at a large leather horse right now that I bought that I'm not getting rid of that thing. I'm going to make myself keep it till I sell it to teach me a lesson from buying stupid things.
Do you ever buy things to flip on Facebook Marketplace for the area that you will travel to?
Yep. Yeah, I went to a Goodwill and bought a vintage 1971 Epiphone classical guitar. I mean, it didn't have a scratch on it. The case didn't have a scratch on it. The inside was beautiful red, velvet. It had the books that came with it when they bought it. And there's a lot of competition on eBay for guitars. And I sold it on Facebook Marketplace in Covington, I think, to a boy, oh boy, whose wife let him spend $250, but not the $300 I was asking for. He had to double check with his wife to get it, but he bought that thing. And yeah, so yeah, I do that with bigger items like golf bags, you know, real big things that I think I can flip quick. And I try to have some discrepancy with that too, because those big things I got to keep. We don't have storage space for really big things.
Key Lumpkins says you're gonna have to invest in a double-wide, double-decker RV eventually.
Man, you preaching to the choir. If we'd have known we was gonna do this, we'd have went with like a big diesel pusher or something. We was gonna park this thing on a piece of land. We was gonna pour a monolithic footing, and we was gonna start with our hands, framing up a house and building it, get done with it, be done. We had no plans on doing what we're doing, but yeah, it worked out pretty good though. There's a lot of room in here, man.
You should have got you one of them school buses and converted it.
It's bigger than a school bus. I actually could slide out and all that, but I had thought about that before I ever run into any type of money. I was like, shoot, man, that was actually before people were doing these schoolies and stuff. I had thought about that, redoing a school bus.
Would y'all pull a car with you, don't you?
We can. We got the rig. We got a real expensive rig to pull a car, but most of the time Rebecca follows behind, kind of like an old pilot car, and that works out sometimes. Because like we've come to places out in the middle of nowhere, man, where the campgrounds will be a public fishing
and it's
place.
A dirt road.
Yeah, and it'll be a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere, and I'll send her out like a scout in Vietnam. You know what I mean? Like, go find it. Come on back. And she'll do it. She'll be like, yeah, you didn't want to go down that road, player. If you'd have went down that road, you'd have been in bad shape. You should go down this road. So eventually she'll find the place and come back.
West First
Gives us time to be apart too, because now we do this full time and we always around each other.
Yeah.
Do y'all do RV yard sales, or can you have a yard sale at a campsite?
We've thought of that. Man, don't think that ain't crossed our mind.
But campgrounds have rules where you can't sell stuff while you're on their property.
Yeah, we stay at a lot of state parks and stuff like that because they're nicer. You just start getting into some of these lower priced campgrounds. It can get rough. You know what I mean? You better bring your switchblade with you.
Yeah, the guy next to you ain't a cooking biscuits and that.
No, they smell more like paint. Biscuits smell like paint.
Well, hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out with us today. And everybody, make sure you're picking great folk out. And like I say, they're awesome to follow. They got it all going on, the RVing, the adventures, the reselling, the thrifting, the yard sales, every bit of it. So go check out Ben and Rebecca. And, I mean, they just good down-home country folk. Sure are. And maybe we'll be able to meet up with y'all sometime. Y'all come back over in this area.
Man, I imagine it won't be short for too long time. We get over there a lot. Actually, when we had no clue DeSoto Falls was that gorgeous. We'd heard of the park and stuff, but we didn't know that place is beautiful.
Yep, I got married.
Amazing.
We had our wedding ceremony up there. Sure did.
Yep.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Did you tell her that it didn't have nothing to do with the pants when y'all got married? Or was that the stupidest thing you ever said, son?
We kind of did a bunch of stupid crap when we were younger.
I got a lot of them from my brother because he's been in a doghouse quite a lot. So.
Yeah. Well, back in them dishes ain't gonna clean themselves.
Oh goodness gracious!
Have you guys ever tried OfferUp?
No, we've heard of OfferUp. We I actually saw a video on that. I know we're getting off on it real quick. What's that guy's name? Daily Refinement. He kind of verified what we're doing. He says that right now, before you get to 1,000 listings, you need to focus on one platform. Multiple platforms are great after you get over like your $10,000 revenue and 1,000 listings. But you definitely need to focus on one platform until you get to that level. And I found that really to be best for us. Because I think we got enough to do with YouTube and moving and dumping tanks and, windshields popping out and listing and selling and blah, 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 blah to be on multiple things. We're doing fine on eBay right now. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket, but I think we're going to build our business up to a sustainable kind of work it on, nothing's work itself, but work itself type of thing before we start listing on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
If you do more like clothing or bras or stuff, Poshmark would probably be a little bit easier for you. And you don't constantly have to share. I haven't shared in like a while.
Yeah, I have found Poshmark. I have found you can put the same thing on eBay and Poshmark, and you will generally get like 25% more on Poshmark.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there seems like a little more money floating around that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think the more platforms we see.
It is, but that's how. Yeah, I mean, he's completely right. Be a master of one thing, and, learn the ins and outs of it, and then move on. We jumped all in. We jumped first. We thought I seen everybody doing Amazon. I was like, shoot, this will be easy.
Man, that is not easy. That is not easy stuff. And first off, you can't sell anything. You know what I mean? You're gated on almost everything till you get in there.
Yeah. At the time, we were ungated a little bit of things.
Yep.
We got it on it right at the right time. And then I made up this other one, and I'm gated in everything.
That's just a shame, because you'll find all this stuff for great prices, and you just can't sell it, and you can't do nothing with it. I mean, we found bargains for doing retail arbitrage if we could sell it on eBay, on Amazon, but you just can't do it. He also said for somebody our size to not worry about the stuff under $30.
Right.
He said, try to make all your stuff over. And we had already been doing that. So after watching him, we're like, man, so we're on the right track. And we feel like we're really doing the right thing. And this is coming from a guy with a 6-figure eBay account. So I think I feel like we're doing the right thing. We don't have a lot of space. We're trying to get to 1,000 listings, trying to do it with high-end listings or more expensive listings. And
100%. That's the way to go, man. Yep. Sure is. Well, hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us. It's been fun. And y'all make sure you go check out Ben and Rebecca. Awesome folk. We just dropped it in right there. Yep. Their link. So yeah, hey, thank y'all for coming on. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
So yeah, make sure you go check them out. I can't say enough good things about them folks. They're awesome folks, putting out content, and similar to ours, but not really. But they're not just focused like on the straight reselling side of it. You know what I mean? I also wanted to let y'all know today our lots we had up, they're going live here in 8 minutes exactly. So as soon as it turns 8, I'm gonna turn them things on at 2 p.m. Central. So them things will be going live, and then tomorrow is a holiday, so we can't ship tomorrow, so that will ship out on Tuesday with our regular orders.
It'll be tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday evening. Well, around lunch when we ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay on this live though past the 2 p.m., probably like 2:15ish, just in case there's any issues with this, because I've never done it before. And if they don't sell, I don't know. We'll see. But just to make sure. So at 2 o'clock, them jokers are going live. And yeah, if y'all didn't see that video over on Dixie Roots where I was attempting to be a comedian, attempting was the key word in that. I was like, yeah, we need to make some folks laugh. So I was telling Courtney, I said we were talking about things not to say to your wife, because I said something at that time and it clicked in my head. Hey, this is good stuff, And so I called my brother up and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a video about things not to say to your wife. But whenever I called him and he answers the phone, I can hear his wife talking, and it took him like 15 seconds before he said hello. And I was like, wow, it took you long enough. He said, I had to wait on Amber to finish talking so I wouldn't get in trouble for interrupting her. And so I talked to him, and then that's whenever I heard the taxi cab one, so that was pretty funny. The lots coming up for sale is, I showed them in the last video. We got the video game lot, the toy lot, action figure lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put our email at
some jewelry stuff, and what's the other one? Oh, LuLaRoe, and that kind of things. I have here of Nike shoes and Adidas shoes, but never issues.
Issues, like you're having issues.
I got it now. That's funny.
And if y'all are curious about what we were talking about, buying just a random yard sale? We did.
Yeah, we went out yesterday. Y'all will see it upcoming. We went out to a couple yard sales with yesterday, and we walked up at this one. It was an old man and lady, and they were setting up. They had a trailer full of barrels, and they only had a few things out, like hanging on the fence and some things on the table there. And we were walking up, and it was all new with tag stuff, and a lot of it was like Walmart clearance toys, Walmart clearance bras and underwear, that kind of thing, some clothes. And I seen the stuff sitting in the barrels and some of the stuff out on the table, and I seen all those barrels still he had on his trailer. So I kind of walked over and peeked in one or two of them, kind of seeing what it was. And I was just totally bluffing with the guy, and I was like, "Hey, how much for all of it?" And he said, "I don't know." So we talked for a minute, and threw out a number. And anyhow, it's all sitting in my shop here now. I mean, I couldn't back out at that point. So we bought a whole yard sale.
Whole yard sale.
And we got 3, 6, 9, 12, probably 27 barrels and boxes from it. And they're stuffed full. And I only know what is in probably 4 of them. Maybe 5 of them.
Maybe 6.
So the other like 20 barrels are completely blind barrels.
It's possible we could have enough yard sale stuff to.
Yeah, I have no clue. I just knew I had a good vibe about it. So we're gonna be doing some mystery box unveils coming up on the channel and see. I mean, we may have just made a horrible mistake. No, we didn't make a mistake. It's about probably, if I had to estimate, probably 1,500 to 2,000 items. Maybe 1,500. It's a lot.
That's probably borderline.
Yeah, but there's a lot in here, so we're gonna see what all we got coming up this week, and start to list that stuff. Probably gonna be having some yard sales out of it because some of it is cheaper stuff. Like there's baby wipes and.
Well, I may keep those.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, wipe your hands in the car.
Yeah, there's Q-tips and
gloves.
Stuff. Gloves, tape measures. I mean, just certain things we may not want to put online or in lots. We may just throw up a yard sale. Actually, Courtney's going to throw up a yard sale this weekend. She done talking about it.
I had a dream about it.
Yes, that video you will see probably some of the yard sale in the next video. And then throughout this next week, we'll be showing the stuff off maybe. Like I say, whether it was a bad buy or a good buy, I was joking around with my brother. I was like, yeah, they probably won't ever see this buy because, you
buy something
not
and you're kind of like, did I do a good job?
I mean, I know we're going to make money. I don't know if we're going to, quadruple our investment.
If nothing else, you'll make your money
But
back.
it'll be fun, I guess. And I think we'll at least double our money. Maybe more.
We could always.
And it's going to be fun, so, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, do a couple yard sales for the 411, get rid of most of it.
Yeah, we may throw up a yard sale on the 411. And we got some fine folks coming down to the 411 again. So another huge meetup's going down. This time it is going down at the Redneck Resale Shop and on location with us. So if any of you guys and gals are coming through the 411 sale and you're coming anywhere near Center, Alabama, hit us up.
Or Gadsden, and we can help direct you to where we're at. It's not far.
Hit us up on the Instagram or in an email or something. Let's all get together and have a convoy hitting up these yard sales. But I'm going to plant our yard sale with all this junk I've bought. And that way I'm going to make sure we stop at that so y'all buy all my bad buys.
That is so mean.
No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
They want your bad buys. I mean, what can I watch this?
But it's going to be a great time nonetheless. I know a few people coming down. Eric, OBX Picker, he's coming down.
He actually has written a place probably 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah, and he's got like a dock over there, so I'm going to be hitting up him to go fishing. And my brother, Brandon, he's coming down here too. So
he said I'll be here with food.
He'll be there with the food. So Brandon's bringing the food. And I think Rev and Nikki T is coming up. I'm like 95% sure unless something happens. I need to double check to make sure. But I'm pretty sure they'll come up. And there you can get $1 solar lights and put them in an old chandelier where the light bulbs were. It's a good idea.
People would probably buy it around here.
It's a good idea. Heck yeah. Just checked out the website. Good looking lots. Hope they sell well.
Okay, you need to.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do all right. I don't know if they'll sell or not. I've never done this before. It's just something we're trying out, you know.
Oh, I can do that. It's
Just
easy.
something trying out to figure out, see if it's gonna work. And the lots, these are kind of like, I don't want to say the bottom. I'm hoping the lots only get better from here out and we can get more of the, you know, things.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can get the stuff and not have to worry about individual listings or pictures or cleaning, and I can discount it severely and just pass it out, I mean, I'm all good with that, you know what I mean? And it's not like I'm picking the stuff out of this stuff. I showed the video games. I left the, you know, the valuable ones in there. There's more than enough for you to double your money on this stuff. So, I mean, we just trying something new. I guess that's all we can do. Wishing we could make it to the 411. Man, I wish y'all could too. That would be awesome. However, Ben and Rebecca, like I say, y'all ever in this area again, DeSoto, Little River, hit us up. We'll drive out there to DeSoto. We'll spend a day with y'all or something.
It's not that far.
Y'all just pull in the parking lot of the shop here and we'll hang out, do something.
There is a gnat in here or something.
You're going to have to get Rev away from Puddin'. Maybe you could drive Puddin' up here.
I don't know if Puddin' would make it. So you want to tell me?
I seen his last video where he was washing it, and he cleaned it up pretty well, and actually you could see the blue heads on it, so that was pretty awesome.
They said that would be fun.
Heck yeah, it would.
Okay, your lots.
Sure would. So yeah, I mean, we bought that yard sale yesterday. That'll be coming up in a video, and then
it may take us an extra day to put out a video because I have to go to the doctor Tuesday. So.
Yep, we find out if we're having a boy or a girl on Tuesday.
We know what we're having.
Well, we don't know yet.
Tuesday. We will. They won't.
Well, she will. I won't. I'm going to wait and find out whenever we do the reveal.
Oh, you're going to wait? Okay.
I think it's best if only Miss Courtney knows until the reveal.
You don't want to know?
The reveal video will be coming out probably Saturday.
It'll be sometime this weekend.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that.
Could be Saturday, could be Sunday. Y'all just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome either way. So we're looking forward to that. We did get one of them little, what is that thing called? That, like a heartbeat thing. It's like a thing you put on her belly to listen to the heartbeat. And it came in the mail the other day, and that thing's pretty awesome.
It's kind of crappy. It's from China.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can hear the heartbeat in there. You just put that joker over it.
Really?
YouTube just rejected our own comment.
Wow. Okay. Our website is www.redneckresale.org. I tried to put it in again, but
check this out. Where'd it go?
They rejected it.
Let me show y'all this. Look at that.
It was not a stethoscope. It's
see that joker?
like a fetal monitor.
Thinking it's spam. Like I'm gonna spam my own channel. We have lots of pudding. We had a pudding with 3 spare puddings. that's
why
the way.
Why is it out of focus?
Oh, because I was just up there doing that. I messed it up.
There we go.
I
think it's letting you buy the lots more than once.
I hope not.
Let's see. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what has happened?
Why did it do that? Let's see. Orders. Who was the first one?
Oh my God, what has happened?
So this one is.
It's showing up only 4 on ours.
Yeah, but 3 of these are video game lots.
Oh my goodness, what has happened? See,
my bad, y'all.
This was the reason I needed to stay on here live when this happened, just in case this happened. So let's see.
Let me see if I can go in here and edit.
Why is it? I don't understand this.
This is really weird, y'all. Because we didn't have any, like, set quantities or anything.
Hold on.
Okay, so See, everybody's buying the lot
I see
now.
everybody buying them. Okay, deactivate the lots.
Okay, all of them.
Yep.
Oh,
See, I had a feeling something like this was gonna happen.
So let's say sold out,
Yeah.
and then we will have to work and see who had the first
No.
game lot.
Here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to mark them all sold out right now.
Well, the other two aren't.
We'll just still mark them all sold out. Man, what a mess.
You want me to do these even though they haven't sold yet, or just leave them?
Yeah, take them down.
Y'all, this is gonna be a pain.
What just happened?
I'm just gonna put coming soon because this one is not.
Oh goodness.
Just so we know.
Y'all gonna have to bear with me. The rednecks has screwed up. I don't know how is it letting that happen. Like the status active, one quantity.
There's not even a quantity button. Yeah, okay. I got responses to our subscribers.
It worked and I got my order in. I just
No, he's just kidding.
Okay,
Johnny got his in. He already paid for the cufflinks.
Yeah, and like I seen that, and then like 3 other people bought them too.
Glad y'all did it first for our website.
Yeah, this right here is what disaster looks like.
He said y'all just got like 15 grand worth of stuff.
This is what disaster looks like. Okay, let's see.
So this is.
Hold on. Refresh this page. What just happened, man? Okay, so we got 4 people bought the
video
game.
Here's
the only problem. Okay, the video game lot sold 4 times. It sold to 4 different people
for 4 different
for 4 different prices with tax.
Well, those 2 are the same prices, but these 2 aren't.
So, okay, hold on. How do we do this?
Does it tell you who bought it first? Like, okay, hang on. 204. Let's just look at the time slots and see who did.
Yeah, I think that's going to be I was going to refund them all and then have y'all buy again.
Okay. Let me write this down. I'm glad. Oh.
What do you think? Should we refund them all and then make it live again?
Or you can just think of a number 1 through whatever and.
No, we need to.
Let's say 203.
We're either going to have to go off the timestamps or we're going to have to do it all again. Because I only got that lot once. I mean, I don't know what else to do.
It's 204. Now give me just a second. I'm trying to see what the time frames are.
And I can't. Can I share this? I can't share the screen because
we can. It's
personal.
No, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Hang on. I got one more. Okay, so y'all all got them within a minute of each other, and.
Hold on.
But I don't understand. Okay, maybe the tax. Okay, the tax is what's changing the prices.
How come it allowed them to buy it more than once?
I don't know.
Okay, they're all saying doing off the timestamps. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. We got the time. It was just the video.
You can laugh at us. We don't care.
I mean, this is a complete horrible thing. I don't know what happened. Like, why did it allow them to?
Your brother said auction them here.
No, we're gonna go off. I mean, timestamp for sure.
Take it off. Go off timestamp.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Never mind. We're ditching the website. Just getting it to work out.
Let me figure. Hold on. Bear with me just a second, guys. Bear with me. Well, going off the timestamp, what's the guy's name? So, Maui, Maui. What is his? Vasquez.
I don't know how you say that. Yeah.
He was the first one on the timestamp
at 2:01.
At 2:01. So as soon as it went live, then the next one was at 2:02, then 2:03, then 2:04.
So yeah, we're literally back to back to back.
So he's gonna get it. So Sean, Jerry, and Michael will get refunds. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I don't understand what happened. Like straight up, do not understand.
They're not in sequence. We just went off the timestamps.
What are the order numbers in sequence? What does that mean?
Let's see. We'll just start with this one. 80.
80,
I see.
67.
No, they're not in
no,
order.
they're not in any kind of sequence. But how come it let them? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna refund Sean, Jerry, and Michael. Yeah.
And Maui.
And then that'll fix this whole issue that just happened. And then I'll put the other 2 lots up, and then figure. But before I put them up, I'm gonna figure out how to figure this stupid thing out.
How do you? You'll have to go in there and figure out how to.
Okay, so here's what we're
Okay,
gonna
we can do that.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Normally they only charge if you get the lot on that website.
Yeah, it says that they're all what? Yep.
We all had the item in our cart at the same time.
Yeah, I mean the timestamp 201. That's what I got to go with.
That's the
that was the
quickest one.
first one, and I'll make sure to figure out how to refund you here in just a second.
The payment might not go in.
Well, it's showing up in my ship. It needs shipping.
All 4 lots plus
So,
yours, Johnny.
yeah. So I'm gonna figure that out. Johnny, yours is fine. You're the only one that bought that lot. So yours is good coming to you.
It's that video game lot.
Just the video game lot sold 4 times for some reason, and so it's going to Maui. And then I'm gonna make sure Michael, Jerry, and Sean get the refunds. I mean, y'all gonna have to bear with me. It's my first time doing this.
Well, we were testing this website,
and
it's
my first time doing this. I apologize this happened. I had no idea, but we're gonna get this thing fixed.
This is why we decided to stay live.
Yeah, I figured this might be a good idea, just in case. Just in case. So I'm gonna figure this out, and I will get back, get it refunded to y'all. Now I don't want to keep y'all on the live while I'm sitting here clicking, because that would be.
We can't really show you the pages because it's got all
What'd they
everybody's
say?
Information. Nothing.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying that.
Yeah, I can't pull up because it's got everybody's stuff on it, so I can't do a screen share. But what I'm gonna do, I'm make sure this gets processed, the refunds, everything squared like that. If y'all have any issue, send me an email, contact through the website or whatever like that, and yeah, we'll get that figured out. Once I figure out how to make sure, I may have to call them how to make sure you can't purchase a lot more once. I'll throw the other 2 up there. So y'all make sure to stay tuned, and they'll go live sometime once I figure this out. Like I say, I apologize.
If y'all are interested in either the action figure
the toy
lot or the LuLaRoe, you can.
The LuLaRoe, it'll be going live later. So yeah,
y'all can just shoot us a message on Instagram if you prefer it that way.
Well, no.
Well, I'm saying that way we can activate it then, and then they can turn around and buy it, so it's not active this whole time until we fix it.
Why? Once I get
whatever.
To be fair, once I get it fixed, it'll go active. Right.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. Anyhow, we're gonna get this squared away. Sean, Jerry, Michael, give me a few minutes. I'll get it worked out. And yeah, it is Big Cartel.
We did our own website.
Yeah, through Big Cartel.
Yeah.
Through Big Cartel. So we got to figure out with them. And like I say, I'll hit up you, Sean, for sure on Instagram. Make sure you get your refund.
Yes, it is Big Cartel.
Yeah. So let me do that. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Like I say, if something happens, send me an email, Instagram, and go check out Traveling Sellvation.
Here,
I'm going to get this crap show fixed. We'll see y'all later.
There is their link.
Yep.
One more time.
Yep. Give us 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
To figure it out. Bye, y'all.